It's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again. Also, what I need for you to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, my worthless 2 cents is about to put something in your ear.
Yes, sir. Oh,
and here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live with another edition, a special edition of Table Talk with me, your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy. And tonight, starting off the month of February, I told y'all, February. Oh, February. This is the first guest of the month. This is the first guest. And this is how we're going to start it off. Boy, I'm telling y'all, y'all know I can't hold water. I told him off screen. So I'm going to tell y'all what I told him so there ain't nobody be talking about what he did. I tell you exactly what I said. I am so honored. I am so honored. And I will say this publicly. Whatever I say privately, I will say publicly. I am so honored to have him here. This is a fantastic young man I've had the privilege. I go back sometime and these old memories pop up, y'all. Let me tell you. I remember when he graduated from high school. I do. I remember. I actually was down. And when he graduated from high school. And then when I was just in there just a minute ago, I was trying to remember because I'm old now. I don't know if it was cold or if it was raining, but I went to go see him play a game. I don't know. But boy,
it's always been cold and raining for some
reason. I got to see him. Play. He has made his children, his parents, his grandparents, his uncles, his aunts, his cousin very proud. And I'm honored. I'm honored that he is here right now. He not only talks the talk, like a lot of folks run their triple trapper, but he also walks the walk. This show, y'all know, ain't about me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. The Lord told me, he said, boy, all I need for you to do is sit there and push some buttons. And that's what I just do. I just sat here and push some buttons, whatever he tells me to do. That's what I do. But I'm honored to have this young man. Y'all know I don't do no introductions, no more than what I just did. So this young man, hailing all the way from up north, yonder.
Over yonder, huh?
Over
yonder. We just gonna say the same neck of the woods. How about
that? Yeah. From up yonder way. It is a privilege to have him. So look here, Old Country Boy has said enough for tonight. So TikTok, so Facebook, so Instagram, so YouTube. I need for y'all to all collectively do one thing for me. Well, before I say that, before I introduce him, I'm gonna drop one nugget. I dropped it over there. I'm finna drop it over here so y'all will understand. Look at here. This is the nugget I'm finna give you. People always say, I'm going through something. Well, Old Country Boy is here to give you these words of encouragement. No matter what you may be going through, you are already on the other side of something. You catch that one when you get to the high. Well, you're already on the other side of something. Because if you're sitting right here listening to my big mouth, you're on the other side of the grave. So you always can say, I'm on the other side of something. No matter what you're going through, remember, you're already on the other side of something. So now, collectively, join with me, and I want y'all to do this. Sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, Coach McGlothen, Mr. McGlothen, Daddy McGlothen, King McGlothen. Put something in the ear. Welcome to the table.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to represent the month of February. One of my personal favorites. seeing that, I got a birthday here coming up here in a pretty couple days. So glad I get to represent February and be here with you. Want to give you your flowers first. I feel like it is. I watch a lot of you, and I've been following you since your journey, and I'm proud that you stepped out and you listening to what God's telling you, and you being yourself, you being who God created you to be. So first and foremost, I want to say proud of you, and yeah, man, I'm here.
Hey, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yes,
it. Well, I will give you this, and I will tell you this. It is people like yourself and others that have no idea that keep me driving, that keep me going. I may not say the words, but I try to show it in my actions that what I've seen and how much I respect what others are doing and what others have poured in, that I respect it so much, that I want to be able to live up to it and to be able to create a space where people say, like, you know what, man, wow. And that is it. I watched your journey, and I've watched you persevere and press through, which gives me strength to say that I can press through and I can press through.
For sure. So yeah, we're gonna keep on pressing. It ain't over.
There you go.
We still ironing, baby. we still got creases in our pants.
Hey, I got cornstarch.
Oh, what? Cardboard pants. Cardboard. Yeah, so we gonna keep on pressing that thing down, leave iron on that for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Hey, well, look here, man. It is yours. Introduce yourself. Tell them about you.
So, hello, everyone. My name is Tyrus McGlothen. I am the beautiful nephew of Mr. Country Boy here. I ain't got as much of the accent that he got, but I am bloodline. A little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Tyrus McGlothen. My birthday is February 13th, so I'm open to all gifts. I am a father of two, Rylan and Reign. They are doing amazing things right now. That's my why. Currently reside in Dallas, Texas. Just moved out here. Be my first year back in Dallas. Went to high school, South Grand Prairie. Continued on my football career. Earned a scholarship at Cisco College. From there, earned a D1 scholarship to Lamar University. I went back and coached at Cisco College for 2 years, so I do still mentor a lot of those guys. God-fearing man, first and foremost. I always say he's my conscience because I'm an only child, but I'm not an only child because I do have my brother that I just got done playing the game with. But yeah, man, just happy to be here. Happy to have this opportunity to sit down and speak with everyone, and we'll see where it goes.
Hey, there it is.
Yes,
and it's just that, Tara, it's just about sharing, man. I truly believe that we're here to encourage one another. And what you just said about that part, you still, even after you're going back and coaching, and seeing and I don't know if you do, because they won't let me coach nobody, but seeing you in others and knowing what you can instill in them. Because I don't, some people say that I'm blind, that I just see, and I may have tunnel vision, and I see God in everybody, so I don't try the other stuff. But I know out here today in this world and what you may see, and we sometimes we get so caught up in talking about what's going bad that we miss the things that are going good.
Exactly. And it's funny that you say that. It actually sent chills to me because in this last year, that's really been, my main focus is just being present. And then I've always had a positive outlook on life, but I did have a point in time to where things weren't so positive, even though I was still smiling through it all. But I feel like I was getting dwelled into, like you say, the bad or whatever's going on, whatever the situation is. And it's just like, if you really truly honor and trust God like you say you do, what are you worried for? Because they always say, like, if you're going to pray, why worry? So I've really taken that into a lifestyle. So some people may say I'm a little nonchalant now, even though I do care a lot about numerous amounts of things, but I really don't let the negativity get to me because, one, I know God has a plan, and two, he showed me, he hasn't showed me all of his plan because he's not done with me, but he's gave me these glimpses, and everything that I've ever been worried about thus far, I've always made it out. And it's not due to me, it's really just the strength that he gives me, and being that leader of men, accepting that challenge to be a leader early in life. So there was a lot of things that, I wanted to do. I had to turn backs on some friends to where, to get me here today, because we just never know. And then just being in coaching, you just see so much from, guys with so much potential in life, not just football, but just in life. And then I have these conversations with young men constantly because, like I say, I feel like I'm a leader of men, and I try to implement that in a day-to-day walk. So, I mean, that's really been something that's really been prevalent in my life. Just not really just dwelling on what's bad, because there's so much good. Like you said, you're always on the other side of things. And I've been thinking like this since I was a little child, but it's the things that we do on the day-to-day that we take for granted because, we've been doing it for, 30, 40 plus years. And you on the other side, no matter what. All right. So, I mean, just as simple as waking up, being able to speak, being able to, see, just to the smallest things. You really got to be grateful for those things because, one, someone doesn't have it, and then for the ones that don't, that don't have those tools or capabilities, you also have a purpose too. And I truly do believe that. So, yeah.
Man, it's I got all these little things that were given to me just before I came in here.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that was given to me is there's purpose in our position.
For sure.
And that goes so deep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that no matter what position we may be in,
Mm-hmm.
there's purpose in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I often tell people that what we have, the gift that we have been given,
Mm-hmm.
the grace that flows up on us, it's ours,
For sure.
but it's not for us.
Mm-hmm.
Some people miss the fact that I didn't give you the ability to sing yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't give you the ability to coach others so you could just coach yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to you so you could give it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And when I've seen people become so selfish and think that the gift is theirs and it's for them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all you just did was you just took that seed and you just threw it on some concrete because it ain't gonna never
Mm-hmm.
grow.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. For sure. And then that's another thing that I talk about a lot, because no matter where you're at, you're there for a purpose. And no matter what you're going through in life, it's happening for a purpose, right? But it all stems back. It's like a triangle. Everything stems back to the top, to where, the all in all purpose is for us as men, women, to bring him or her to Christ, no matter what that is, right? So a lot of the times, you deal with death, and I've dealt with a lot of passings. So not saying that I'm numb to it, but I'm always looking for the purpose. And sometimes it's not for me, sometimes it's for others, but that's automatically where my mind goes when things happen bad, or even when things happen good. Like I'm just always looking for, not asking God why, but I'm just trying to seek, where are we going next? How we maneuvering, and we get in a lot of times we get in situations that we don't either plan or, don't want to be in. And you still got to look for what's that purpose. And when you take that outlook, I feel once you take that outlook on life, you start gaining a lot of, wisdom and clarity and healing and forgiveness. And once you start looking at, what God is doing for you and to you, it just feels good to be on his side. You feel me? Because it could, like you said, you could be on the other side. And that other side, it may feel good, but it's only temporary, and it's only a certain amount of time until that gets taken away, because he give it and he take it. So we want him to give him. We want him to give us his grace, his mercy, and everything that he promised to us. So that's real. Like I said, I've been on a real strong journey. I'm still a young man, so I am gonna turn up for my birthday. I'm definitely gonna turn up for my birthday, but I get to go see my kids. So this is the first year. This is the first year. I've been out there. I was in Houston for 6 years, and then this is the first year that I haven't been with my kids on the day-to-day, and it's been hard. It's been real hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, and
I know.
But it's God don't mess up. So
right.
Just taking that and just, like you say, not focusing on that bad part, and knowing that he everything, as long as you're doing what he's telling you to do, he gonna give you the desires of your heart. Like, cause I feel now in my walk, I literally be thinking about it, but it come from the heart when you realize, like, man, I want this, and he'll do it for you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that just draws you, closer to it. Like, you win the lotto, so you're going to go back to the casino because you're going to try to win again and win again. So, but yeah, that's what it's about, man.
And that's so, when you touched on that about being a father, and being a parent and being separated, a lot of people don't really understand that. And I will roll with that one for a minute, because we've talked about it a little bit, and I've been a part of some organizations. I personally went through the separation twice. One, because of my choosing, because I was young and I didn't know that was my choice. The second time, it was a later part of life, and it was very, very difficult for me. But the difference was when my youngest was born, there was something I did differently. The different thing that I did with my youngest is, when she was first born, I had a conversation with God.
There you go.
And what I did was I gave him thanks, not just for her. I gave him thanks for allowing me and choosing me and her mom to be the ones to watch over, protect, and guide.
For sure.
But I said to him, I know she yours.
Oh yeah, gotta give it back.
I know she yours, and that's one of the things that helped me through it, is because whether we know it or not, we're his too, but he will definitely take over and protect. When you say, like, I know this is yours, you just gave it to me to watch over, but it's yours. And that was different. The separation thing, it creates a whole lot. For me, it created a whole lot. It took some praying time. It took some, okay, what do I need to do? How can I, because I was like, man, am I doing all I need to do? Am I being all I was called to be? What is it going to be like? That was what took me and started me on this thing of living this life, not just showing this life, not just showing up, but being consistent, not just being there and being a pop in, but being a pops. It changed my whole perspective. With our relationship, maybe a lot of people don't understand it, but there's the bonding thing that has taken place.
Yeah.
There's not when I spend time with you, I'm focused on 100 different things. When we're together, my focus.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
So many people miss that. And it's kind of like what you said, like even with going back and how it all ties into what you said earlier about we not even grateful for the things that God do for us. Sometimes we as parents, some of us, we get so caught up in this thing. Well, they just there. They're going to be there. They're going to be okay. And we go doing our own thing, or we spend more time doing whatever and not giving them that attention.
Yeah.
That was the focus that I had to adjust for myself.
And I feel that because even though the separation has been hard, it's also showed me that, that my kids really do love me. And I do think it was the times that we were together that really built that foundation for them to know that daddy gonna always be here, no matter what. And they know me when we get together on my birthday, they know what time it is. It's time to turn up. And it's just really just taking a different approach and learning from past mistakes. And it's all about learning. It's all about learning. It's being patient. And like you said, the biggest thing is being consistent.
Yes.
The biggest thing. So my kids know they can call me at any time and I'm here. And that's what that is, and that's what that's forever gonna be. But I think the hardest thing for me, well, not hard, but what I've been thinking about, a lot, and just trying to make sure that I position myself in a way to be there is my daughter's 9, and my mom and my dad, they didn't separate at 9, but I think it was like around that time, like 10, 11. And it was tough, but I didn't know because kids don't know how to express themselves. Some act out, some cry, some don't care. Like it's just a different mind. So I always make sure that I real life talk to my kids,
Right.
And back in the 90s, back in the 90s and 2000s, we was getting whoopings. So, just different stuff like that, because I always want to make sure that my kids know, because, a lot of times when we were younger, we were scared to tell,
Right.
Mom and dad, because when you don't want to disappoint them. 2, they probably already told you, you still did it anyways. But like I say, they just still trying to navigate through life. They got all these different feelings. And my kids know, like, we gonna talk. I talked to I said, I'm raising adults, I ain't raising kids.
Right.
And I want them to be able to, one, call me with whatever. Don't ever be scared to call me, and know that I'll always be here in your corner, no matter what. Like, that's just what that is. So, like you say, that consistency piece, when I was, there every single day, and like you said, giving them that undivided attention, and just spending that time with them really just built a beautiful foundation to where now my kids pick me up, because some days I'll call them and I'll just be missing them, and I might cry, and I got my 9-year-old daughter, like, it's okay, daddy, like, it's okay. And that put that battery back in my back, like, all right, like I said,
Right.
That's my why. That's literally why I do everything. So, but it's a beautiful sight, and like I say, it's just a lot of healing, doing things the right way, especially when the good Lord does bless you with another opportunity in any way, shape, or form, whether it be kids, marriage, jobs, anything. Just making the best of it, and like I said, just following in his footsteps.
And that's so powerful. That really is. And I'm gonna just touch on that one more thing again, what you said about raising them, and creating a space. I have, my baby's she's only 5.
Mm-hmm.
And here the conversations we have is, even when there's something, for instance, she was last weekend, she was in her room and she had closed the door and she was in there, and she loves cutting up stuff now, but she got paper everywhere. She wants to make paper this and paper that.
Yeah.
And she
Origami.
Man. And we were outside and she decided she wanted to come in and she had some balloons. And I'm like, dang, she been gone a long time. So I come in and she's in the room and she's cutting up the balloons. And I open the door and she jumped and I was like, I let her do it.
Uh-huh.
And then I called her. I was like, you don't have to hide nothing.
Yeah.
I want you to know, like, it's a balloon. It's you cutting it up. I mean, that's not something, because my thing is to create a safe place where no matter what it is, I'm not finna turn over no whole couch because you just cut up a balloon. Trust me,
I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, girl, look, give me some seals. I'll cut it with you. But,
exactly.
It's that I think a lot of us misses about creating that. The reason that for myself growing up, that I couldn't go share what you just said is you had this thing that could have been going on with you, but you didn't have a safe place that you felt safe that I can go say this and not be judged, not be questioned, just say it.
Yeah.
And when we can create that, one, and this is how deep it goes for me, when we can create that for ourselves, then we can create that for our house. Then we can create that for our community. Then we can create it for our state. Then we can create it for this country. But see, everything that's out here has to start right here.
Yeah, got to start with self. And my journey for the last, really, I'll say about 4 or 5 years is, even though it's been tough because I am a very selfless person, and I've literally given the shirt off my back. I've given, and that's, and it sometimes it gets to the point to where people just be like, no, you don't have to do it, this, and that. But what people don't understand is that's my, like, if there's any love language, me giving is definitely something that's always just helped me. I don't know. It's just a it thing for me.
Right.
But it's just once you can give to yourself, and I still struggle with it today. Like literally, if I go out the house, somebody gave me some money just for me, and they tell me spend this on you. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not gonna spend it on me. Like first, I'm gonna think about my kids, depending on the price. But 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not. But it definitely starts with self, and that's what I've during this separation, I've had a long time to think and really just enjoy myself, like literally myself.
Yes.
And be okay in my own space, because once you can do that, it's really hard for others to affect you, because 1, you know who you are, 2, you know what you stand for. So ain't nobody really just gonna get you off your rocker, with any type of mixed emotions or energy. And then especially being in management, I've been in management for so long, people try, but it's all about just leading by example rather than just words. But yeah, that self thing is that's an asterisk. Put that on put that on the top of your list. And like I say, it's not, there's a difference between putting yourself first and being selfish. There's a big difference. Because I can love myself for who I am, and what I bring to the table, but I can also be that same giving person. But like I say, it's a balance. Life is a balance. Yes. And you have to weigh, you have to have the proper discernment to be able to, distinguish between what's too much, what's not enough, what's right in the middle, it's a balance. But you got to know, like I say, you got to know yourself. You got to trust yourself, and you also got to give yourself grace because I got my motto is what would Jesus do, and I know it sounds cliche, but that's literally how I live. And for the longest, it had became so much a part of me that I started getting down on myself because I wasn't that top tier. Like, you have different urges, as a human, you got different temptations. You have all of that. And not saying that I wasn't living up, but, I wanted to be like him. Right. But I had a conversation with myself and I had to tell myself, you're not him.
Right.
No matter how hard you try, God is God, and he's going to make sure, he has that throne. He has that leadership for a reason. So you also have to give yourself grace because we are human. So there will be some mistakes made, but it's not, the football, it's not about how you fall, it's how you get back up.
Yes.
So.
That is so true. And man, I love that. The fact of being, and a lot of people don't. It took me years to be able to spend time with yourself. I say this so often to folks. Well, I can say it now because I spent some time with myself.
Yeah.
Why would somebody want to spend time with you when you don't even want to spend time with you?
Seriously. Like, seriously. Like, that's probably the easiest question, but probably one of the hardest questions to answer. And then a lot of people gonna lie about it. It's like, well, yeah, but do you even believe that in yourself? Like, I've told people before, look yourself in the mirror. Like, literally, look yourself in the mirror. And some people couldn't. Like, seriously, like some people could not look themselves in the mirror. And I'm not here to say what transpired or what's going on with that individual's life, but it's just like you should like the way you look. You have the capability to look however you want, especially nowadays. We can rock tattoos, you can have your ears pierced, you got your nose pierced. Like who you look. Like who you look. That's a new saying. So like who you look and just love the person that you see. And I've been doing like some little classes and just giving. Oftentimes we get away from childhood and we think children are just children. But I honestly feel like humans, not even humans, adults should be more like children.
Yes.
In a strong facet, not even just like they do this, they do that, but like the way children, because if you think about it, the world is a circle. You start off as a child, somebody taking care of you. You grow up, you learn all these different attributes, this, and that. And if the good Lord bless you, guess what? You're going to be being taken care of again, just like a child. Somebody going to be changing your diaper. Somebody going to be, but the difference between a child and an adult is, once you go through so much stuff in life, it steers you away from, like we said earlier, it's just the small things, just waking up, being able to do a lot of things and just smiling. Like you see kids, you see these brand new babies, the first thing they're going to do when they like something, they're going to smile.
Yep.
Even if they don't like it, they're going to smile. But we do more of the crying and complaining part rather than, all the laughter because that's another thing that we just take for granted, And like I say, you just got to be fully present in whatever moment you're in, and take it for what it is. Like if you're going through something, you can't get through it. I always tell people the scenario of a lot of the times there's a lot going on, but you're just in the center of the tornado. When you're in the center of the tornado, ain't nothing moving. But you got to get out there and fly around with some stuff, see what's going on, see what's out there. So it's just going through. And like I say, life is a journey. It's a full journey, but we have to do our part individually.
And that's the greatest part that I've learned. One of the things is that God gave us was free will.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we have this thing, free will.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the ability to choose whatever we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I choose not to forgive. I choose to hold on to things. I choose this, or whatever it is. But here is the thing that I know. Every choice, I don't care what it may be,
Mm-hmm.
every choice comes with a consequence.
For sure.
Some may be favorable, some not so favorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But every choice that we make, and sometimes we try to make, so many people, and I've been there, so many people try to make choices and figure out what the consequences are going to be before you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, this is how it's going to turn out. You don't know.
Hey, man, it's funny. That's real funny that you say that, because that's a big thing for me. I'll be talking on the phone, and I'll use my mama for example. Sorry, mama. But, not saying that my mama's saying nothing negative or nothing, but it's just like, oh, and I'm big on the words that come out your mouth and what you feed to this world.
Yes.
So I could easily be like, I just spent my last dollar, right? And I'm going to be broke for the next 2 weeks. You don't know that. You don't know that and God is going to provide what you need. And he, like I said, he's done it every single day. Anybody that's listening, anybody that's talking, we here today. But we often go, and then it's just, for me, it's a psychological thing to where, when you hear a lot of positive things, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be positive. Yes. About just life in general. And if you're going to be negative, guess what? Probably a lot of negative things going to transpire. And you're just not going to be able to, because that's what you're always talking about. So that's what you're always going to be looking for. So it's just like, we gotta change it up. We gotta switch it up to where, we speak in life.
Yes.
And what that's gonna look like. Whatever your life, whatever path you want your life to be, speak on it. Live in it and do what you have to do. But a lot of the times, and it's like second nature, and it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that just stop, because hey, some days I wake up and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go to work. I really don't. I really don't. But guess what? I gotta go. And it's just we need to that positivity and on each other's lives needs to outweigh the negative.
Yes. It's so funny you say that. I had a guest on the show, and I love it. Consuela, I'm finna steal your words. She says when she wakes up in the morning, you know what she says?
What is that?
God, what we doing today?
Come on, man. Hey, if you want to follow his footsteps, ask him what we doing today.
What we doing today?
Come on, man, because I am not in control over here. What are we doing today?
What are we doing today?
Talk to me. For real.
And
you say order my footsteps. Ain't no way you can order my footsteps. And, hey, Lord, what we got going today, man?
Well, what we got going? let me get over here, Ryan.
Yeah, and we gonna answer you too, because that first thought in your head, bingo. You gotta go to work.
Yeah,
that's when we gonna start at, and then we just gonna pray our way out the door and make sure we cover all the rest of the grounds. To make sure we get to and fro safe. But yeah, he gonna definitely put it on you. For sure.
And that's just, again, that's just life. And there's nobody that's immune to trouble. There's nobody that's immune to heartache. There's nobody that's immune to pain. There's nobody that's immune to what this world throws at us. There's nobody that's immune to, because it's coming. It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fact that it's not coming. For me, this process has been, let me show you how I can cover you in what's coming. It ain't that it ain't coming, but I'm finna show you that I can cover you in it.
No matter what. No matter what. And then that's really how I use a lot of those, you know, because like I said, life is life, and it's gonna continue to life before and after us. But
Yes.
once you get that different, once you always looking for God in every situation, it's a different type of peace, you know, even in your struggling times. Like I said, I don't like being, you know, I hate being without my kids. I get emotional every time I talk about my kids. But just seeing what is God trying to do for you. So for instance, you may have deaths, or you may have all of this stuff is used to get your attention. Like you just said, like I'm taking you through this storm right now to show you how I can clear the way, pave the way. You know, it may be a bumpy road, but guess what? We got a destination to get to. And once you realize, look at life like that, and you really make that conscious decision to do that, life ain't as hard as we make it. Because like I said, we can see all, do all. You know, we got the answers to the test. We got God on our side. But, you know, a lot of the times he will allow you to go through that test to see if you're gonna really pass it. And all this stuff you talking about, let's see what you talking about. And I say prime example, so I guess it's story time now. I'm sorry. So prime example for me, right? So not saying that I was a, lack of a better term, I was a frustrated child. Let's say that. Don't know why I was mad. Don't know. I'm just, ugh. But my avenue was football. So I'll get into it with my little girlfriend or whatever the case may be. Or, you know, class may not go as well, this and that. Or, you know, life is just life. And I get on that football field, it all disappears. But I get to take out that aggression on somebody. Right. And I can do it. It's legal to do it. So, you know, that was my avenue. But I talked about this shit recently a lot. That probably one of the hardest things for me is finding where am I going to put all this energy now. I can't just run out here and go tackle somebody. You know, I can't go out here and clothesline somebody. You know, so I've but there was also a thing that was controlling me a lot, to where, you know, I just get frustrated, you know, at, you know, somebody, I walk outside and I let people control me with whatever they have going on. And once I was able to, you know, and I'm still a work in progress, but once I was able to, you know, like you say, put myself first and understand that a lot of things that people go through on a day-to-day that they put other human beings through, it has nothing to do with the person that they put it through. It has literally nothing to do with you, with your, you know, how you look, what you got going. It's just, they just have some stuff that they need to, you know, really sit down with themselves and be able to heal through. And it can get deep, you know, and it will get deep if you really intentional about, you know, moving forward with whatever the case may be. So now you see me, man, I be chilling, man. Like, I don't really, what is, because it ain't gonna get me nowhere. You know, right. Like I said, I can't go out here and go tackle nobody or punch nobody. Like, I ain't finna do all of that. And then, like I said, a lot of the stuff, once you realize it's not for you, you know, and, you know, just like we talking about God, but we also got to know that there is the enemy, you know, there is the devil that's there, and he hear everything. He hear your prayers.
Right.
You know, he hear them just like God hear them. God gonna answer them. And it's his job, it's the devil's job to make sure that you don't go through and you don't pass that test.
Yep.
So once you start seeing these little nuances, because it be little stuff, like for me, when it comes to like just stuff that may frustrate me. Biggest thing, I don't like people yelling at me. Just don't yell at me. If you don't yell at me, I'm A-okay. But you have some customers and, you know, some people that decide to do that. But like I say, once you realize it doesn't have much to do with you, and it really stems from somewhere deeper, you know, right. you have a little bit more grace. Don't let them push over you now. but be able to understand that you are in control. Moral of the story.
That is man, and that's for the longest. That's the one thing that I've learned. And I too have worked in management, customer service, all of those things, and just life in general. I was at a point where the same thing. I didn't know how to control the door.
Mm-hmm.
And what that meant was I was letting other people's stuff into my house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it was changing. And then I learned that hold on, wait a minute. I ain't got to open that door.
Mm-hmm.
And what you said is so true. And a lot of people don't get it. It has nothing. Somebody can come in angry. Baby, you don't even know me. So first of all, I know you ain't mad at me. You ain't seen me before. I'm just telling you right now. And now, see, I'm old now, so I can tell people that, baby, you ain't even mad at me. You don't even know me.
Yeah. See, I'm ready to I ain't ready to get there. I'm not saying that you're old or nothing, but let me get the 33 and I'll show you how the rest of it go. But I can't wait to get to that part. So I'll be like, look at mom. And I do it now too. That's why they always be looking at me crazy. They say I'm the lit grandpa. So I guess I'll take it. I'll take it. Old soul, but I can turn up. I'm gonna just say I got some role models that I look up to that I can show you better than I can tell you what we got going on over here.
Oh man, but that's just facts. Is when we can learn that this is this temple, and not taking on everybody else's stuff, and being able to not allow. Here's how I feel, and this is honestly how I feel. I feel that, and call it whatever you want to, that the God in me is stronger than whatever the evil is in you. I feel that the God in me that He didn't put up in me, I'll let you come up in here with the God in me.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
The God in me,
nothing but it.
Hey, you come up in there mad, and I'm gonna start dancing. That don't even matter. The God,
I start smiling. That make people even more mad. But I just be like, man, I'm not gonna let you. Just can't, man. I got too much. I got these kids, and I'm trying to correct my wrongs in my life and also teach them that it's a right way to do things. Like there's a right way to do everything. There's literally a right way to do everything. You may have a different way of doing things, but we all got the same goal, and there's a way to talk to people, there's a way to handle conflict. There's a way to, be angry, be upset. There's a way to do it. There's a correct way to do it. And the quicker you learn it, I feel like the faster you'll be able to succeed and grow in whatever aspirations you have. So, and then too, man, like I said, it's a lot of shadow work, man. It's a lot of shadow work. It's a lot of shadow boxing, as you would, because this stuff cut deep. It really does get deep, and you really got to get to the root cause and really break that chain. So, I know, and it's nobody's fault. Everybody does what they know, what they learn, and with that, like I say, it's the right way to do it. And not saying that my way is the end all say all, but I just have learned, there's better ways to, handle different situations, whether it be a conversation or, let stuff die down for a little bit, give the situation some time and let things die down. Or, sometimes you just don't get to talk about it. You got to be okay with that. But it could get deep, man. It get deep. And me, I just feel like I'm just trying to break a lot of chains, not only with myself, but, just family chains. Because like I said, everybody was doing their best job. And what they knew and it's just sometimes it's product of the environment, sometimes it's just learning from different people, but it's a lot of people that have done good. There's a lot of people that have done bad. There's a lot of people that learn right. There's a lot of people that learn wrong. So you just got to really just be able to navigate which way you want to go. Because like you said, we do have that freedom of choice. So I feel like, me personally, I feel like being mad is a choice.
Right.
I'm gonna, yes, it may get up under my skin, but you have to learn, again, you got to learn yourself in ways that can help you calm down, whether it be, you know, taking a second, taking a breather, you know, going for a ride, whatever the case is. Nothing that's gonna harm you or others. But once you learn that type of stuff, you just deal with things a whole lot lighter, and you come out with a better outcome as well.
Amen. You know, because as they say, man, everything that's good ain't God.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, don't do them like that, Lord, because there's a lot of good stuff out here, man. It's a lot of good stuff out here. A lot of good stuff. But everything that's good ain't God. Just like they say, all money ain't good. All money ain't good money. So yeah, man. You gotta make a choice. You gotta make a choice. It's written. So if you read, you know right from wrong. If you don't, you need to get in there and figure it out.
Hey man, that is facts. You know, and man, walking in that. Man, look, as we get ready to once more again, I thank you for coming, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I told you, I you know, and I really don't ask no questions. I actually only asked one question. I started asking one question, and you answered it at the beginning, but I'm gonna ask it again. Is the question that has been the foundation for myself personally, because it was one that I had to ask myself. And then just tonight, as you are the first guest of the month of February, my first guest of the month of February, starting off. Moving forward with you, I have two questions that I will be asking from here on out. And the first question, I'll let you answer it again, is what is your why?
My kids, man. That is everything to me. That's the reason why I go as hard as I do. It's really the reason why I wake up every day, because I can honestly say that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, bro. Like I done had some tough times. You know, I smile a lot, and but them kids, bro, they give me so much strength. You know, and I can't let them down. You know, I gotta do it. Even in my daily life, when it come to me working out, they doing baseball and gymnastics, and it's just like, for me, it's just like, how can I coach you or tell you to do something when I'm constantly quitting? You know,
right.
Rather, even if it's just a workout. So, like I said, man, them kids, man, they are everything. Like they my best friends. They keep me sharp. You know, they get into the age we can have real life conversations now. And I was just telling their mother this not too long ago, and I was just like, it feels good. It's amazing being on this side of everything. When it comes to their sports, and you know, Rylan being out there in Houston doing her thing at Simone Biles' gym, and then Reign out there in Houston doing his select baseball. It's just like, it's amazing to say that they mine, man. It's really a gift from God to say that, you know, my kids are real life doing what they doing at such a young age. So it's just up to me to just continue to encourage them, push them, and just be there for them. So my why, that is my why.
Man, amen. And to the new question that everybody else will be asked from here moving forward. It's kind of like what I started off the show with. So the question is to you: what are you on the other side of?
Man, that's tough. Like, boy, you hit me there. You all know, because I'm on the other side of a lot. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, because I feel like this is a platform that, you know, it's real. But I'm on the other side of depression. I'm on the other side of actually trying to commit suicide. I'm on the other side of becoming a college graduate when I tried to drop out my senior year. You know, I'm on the other side of just a whole lot of troubles that, I turned my way away from and really just chose a great path, or at least a decent path. So man, I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side from the enemy, and I'm fighting every day, to give God his real life glory. So that's why you're gonna hear me talk about it. I don't have to go to church. I go to church every day. Not saying I don't have to go to church, so excuse me, guys. But I go to church everywhere. They say all it takes is two, and I guarantee you, we talk about the Lord every day. So
Amen.
So that's I'm on the other side of the lot, man, and it's good to be here because I have seen people on the other side from what I'm daily fighting, or whatever the case may be. I've seen it, I've lived it, and it feels good to have a steady mind and a steady heart.
Man, and I will say this, and I guess that question that he has presented to me to ask moving forward is because it says this, is that no matter what you may face, and we will all face something coming up, that you can always remember that you're already on the other side of some things.
For sure.
So whatever whatever it is that comes, you can be like, you don't even know what I'm already on the other side of. That's what you bringing me.
Yeah, we that's easy. That's an easy deal. We ain't worried about that.
Wait a minute.
Look, it's crazy that you say that because I talk to just like I talk to the Lord, but I talk noise to the enemy though. So whenever you see, you know how it goes. Like I said, he always trying to throw you off your square. You sit there, and I've learned to be more alert because especially during the good times. Not saying that you got to be, not saying that you got to be afraid or timid, but be alert. So when those things do come, you look. I'm literally like, don't worry about it. It's all good. You trying to get me off my square, but having that discernment and actually knowing that right after, like I said, man, he listening just like God listening. He trying to. As soon as you walk out that door, man, you might hit that pinky toe. And we all know what that pinky toe feel like. so we gotta make sure we're aware and we know where we stepping and we know what grounds we on. And like I say, we know where we come from. So
There it is. Well, look, the only last thing I'm gonna ask for you is to drop the nuggets that you want to drop that will be sowed up on the ground that they're supposed to sow up on from this day to henceforth. Leave them with what you want to leave them with, and the platform is yours, however you want to leave it, sir.
let me see. I got a lot of nuggets, but how do I want to be? Man. So I'm gonna just say because it's just what's on my mind, and it's just a walk that I walk on a daily. But man, we really just gotta us as men. We really just need to be able to lead properly, and I feel like you do that by one, recognizing that we have God on our side, but He's also not going to force Himself upon you. Like we said earlier, you have a choice. And I just ask for us men, because not saying that we're losing power in any way, shape, or form, but there's so much power to gain and do a lot of things the right way. But we can't do that without Him. So I just say to the men out there, let's do better this year. When it comes to getting back in the Word. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I done read the whole Bible. I know all my scriptures on the back of my head, but I have a foundation in which I know where to go. So whenever things are good, bad, whatever, I know who to go to. So I really just say for that, let's just lead, man, because we're all leaders. No color to it, no age to it. We all leaders in some way, shape, or form. So I just really just feel like us as men, bro, we real life need to lead by, what God's asking of us, treating women in the correct manner, speaking in the correct manner, and just because we got a lot of people that's looking up to us. We got a lot of eyes that are looking, especially for the youth. Right now, we really just need somebody. A lot of youth need some men in their lives that are going, teach them the right way to go. And like I said, I deal with kids all the time, and I've seen some of them come, and I've seen some of them go. So I just don't want whoever is listening to this to be on the other side of going. So that's gonna be my nugget for the day, man.
Hey, there it is. Well,
Cheers,
Mr.
cheers to the
McGlothen, Coach
nuggets.
McGlothen, Father McGlothen, thank you so very much. Hey,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Pleasure,
you.
pleasure,
You.
pleasure.
I have enjoyed it. And know as I say to anyone that has ever come, you're more than welcome to always return to this place. And I say that because it ain't my place; it's God's place. You're always welcome. I'm just the doorkeep, man. I'm just the doorkeep and the button pusher. That's it. And I sometimes I don't even know how to do that well.
Appreciate it.
But
I appreciate you opening this door, man. I appreciate you opening this one.
It has been a pleasure.
For sure.
And I will say to you personally, man, just keep on walking in your purpose on purpose.
Yes, sir.
I know that trust me, I know what the journey can cost. Sometimes it will cost things that we have no idea. Sometimes we will lose things, we will lose people, we will lose places, and we will lose positions. But everything that we lose on this journey, he shall repay us tenfold.
Yes, sir.
Anything that's cut off was not meant to go where we're going. And that I know for sure. Sometimes we tie ourselves to a rock. We can't go any higher. And sometimes he has to cut us loose from that rock in order for us to soar.
Yes, sir.
So you just keep on walking in it, man. You keep on walking in it, and you keep on doing what you've been called to do. I can't tell you what you've been called to do, but you know what you've been called to do. So you just keep on doing it. And I always know this. I can say it privately, I can say it publicly. Know this, that I will always be there, and I will always support. I will always encourage.
Yes, sir.
And I thank you for being who you are called to be.
Yes, sir.
Not who others want you to be, but be who you were called to be. Some folk don't like that. Some folk don't like when you step into your own. I'm just,
yeah. Lord, that's another topic for another day. Get out of there. Get out of here.
Who you think you are? Who I'm supposed to be? Who I was supposed to be? Never.
Hey, take it up with the Lord, man. Take it up with the Creator. It's all good. He loves.
Oh man, but once more again, man, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. To each and every one of y'all that have allowed us into your homes, into your tablets, into your telephones, into your iPads, and wherever it may be, your computers. Man, thank you for tuning in. Know this is that your support is greatly appreciated. I thank you for the likes, and thank you for the share. Thank you, Miss Julie, for tuning in. Thank you, Kaylin, for popping in. Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. Kaylin said, can she have autograph? We selling them.
Can she have what?
Autograph. We selling them.
Oh yeah, you know. Hey, I done worked on that thing for some years. I got the best thing out. Come on with it. I tell her I'm gonna come up to her house right now.
Oh man. But thank y'all so very much. Old Country Boy will tell you this. I'll tell each and every one of y'all this, is that I believe this with all my heart. I believe that God has given us three things. He's given us vision, He's given us purpose, and then he's given us instructions. Vision, purpose, and instructions. Man, when you follow them, and understand this, is that when you follow the vision that he's given you, understand everybody ain't going to see that vision because he didn't call everybody into the room, but you just walk in it. When you walk in your purpose, sometimes walking in your purpose will cause friction with other folks, but you walk in your purpose. A lot of people are going to tell you you're too short, you're too tall, you're too big, you're too small, you're too ugly, you're too... They're going to say a whole bunch of things. Your nails too short, your nails too long. They're going to tell you a whole bunch of things to convince you not to walk in the purpose that you are walking in. But understand this about those that tell you what not to do. They actually believe in your purpose. They just don't believe in you walking in it. They actually believe in it. They're just upset that it's you. So when they tell you that you can't, take that as a stamp of approval that they really know it's good for you. Don't get mad at them. Just smile and say, thank you. You just gave me some more energy to keep on going. I so appreciate that. Whatever it is, whatever the vision is, I don't care what the vision is. If it's to be a nail tech, if it's to be a musician, if it's to be a songwriter, if it's to be a dancer, if it's to be a singer, it doesn't matter. Do it. Do it. I don't care if you singing and ain't but one person in the audience. Keep on blowing. I don't care if you a nail salon and there ain't but one person came in there to get their nails done. Keep on painting. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Follow the vision and walk in purpose. And when I say this with my heart, is that I support you. And the reason I support your vision and your purpose is because if God gave it to you, who am I to question what he gave you? That ain't my job, baby. I'm not finna be like, God, you gave that to them. Yeah, if he get, hey, I support you because I believe in him. I believe in him. And if he believes in you, who am I not to? Won't do it. Won't do it. And lastly, but not leastly, when you woke up this morning and you open your eyes and you cleaned out your ears and you tried to hear, but the words of the country boy just were not clear. And if you was rolling out there today, if you was in Houston, it's summertime back here. I don't know where y'all at the rest of the world. We back in the summertime. We back in shorts and flip-flops. Okay, I'm telling you, it's summertime now. So if you was out there today and you was sweating and sweat was running down and you couldn't hear the words because sweat was all up in your ears, well, here it is. 9:17 Houston time. On behalf of myself, the Louisiana Country Boy, and my guest, my nephew, the Tyrus McGlothen. I say this with my chest stuck out and a big old country smile upon my face. Know this, is that we love you. We love you. Love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing, absolutely, positively nothing that you can do about it. So for the first month, starting off the month of February, let me explain this so I ain't got to explain the whole month. Loving you unconditionally means this. I don't care if you don't support me. I still love you. I don't care if you talk about me. I still love you. I don't care if you out there saying this, that, and the other. I still love you. I don't care if you like me or you don't like me, if you cheer for me or you boo me. I still love you. The reason is this, and let me explain and let me make it clear, because my love for you is not tied to what you do or don't do for me. My love is tied to him. It ain't tied to you. I love you unconditionally, and there ain't nothing, absolutely positively nothing that you can do about it. And there it is, and it's done. Hey, thank you, nephew. I love you, man.
Love you.
It's wonderful. And look here, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are out of here. Y'all have a blessed one, and we'll see you. I'll see you. I'll see y'all Monday. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye now.